This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com.
If you've been watching Just Kidding News for a while, you know we are huge fans of Manscaped.
This is growing, but not down there. Thanks to Manscaped.
I've seen it.
They are the only men's brand that are dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and hygiene.
So if you ever felt like your dick's too small, like me, when you shave off the hair, you honestly add like a good 2 inches and you're like, oh shit. And it even surprised Gio, because she was like, what? I'm like, duh, it's been that big, homie.
It just helps with the visuals.
Yeah.
Because when you have a puffy cloud that's blocking a beautiful cliff, what ends up happening is...
The cliff looks smaller?
Yep.
And this is why we recommend the Lawnmower 3.0 Body Trimmer by Manscaped.
So they have a 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stoke technology.
And it also has a built-in LED light for a closer, more precise trim, because you can see where you're going.
I like that part. Battery lasts 90 minutes, and it's also cordless and waterproof, and you can do it in the shower.
We encourage you guys to check out the Perfect Package Essentials Kit, which includes the Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer, plus everything you see here.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
So after your shave, you gotta use some ball toner. It's gonna refresh your eyes. It revives, it's refreshing. And some ball deodorizer. It's ball deodorant actually, for anti-chafing.
Yeah, so if you have DO, you can take care of it. My favorite thing is this clip right here, because if you want to get a really close trim, then you use this. But then sometimes you gotta be really careful. So sometimes you just want to do a really quick shave where you don't even want to pay attention. So I put this one on and I actually can get a decent shave without having to worry to cut myself.
If you order the Perfect Essential Kit now, you also get 2 additional gifts.
You'll get the Manscaped anti-chafing boxers and also the Shed travel bag.
Simply visit manscaped.com and enter our code JKNews to get a 20% discount.
Free shipping?
Plus 2 free gifts. Go ahead and check out that link in the description box below. We have it there. It's all easy and simple to follow. You just click and buy.
And your balls will thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have you guys came across this photo?
Yeah. This is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
We got the guys though.
I know, that's awesome, but it's just super sad, the story.
Right, so to fill you guys in case you don't know, you've been living under a rock, his name was Ahmad. He was 25 years old when he was jogging around his neighborhood in Georgia, and he just got gunned down by this father and son, George and Travis. So...
Why do they look like the kind of people that you would expect?
Yeah.
Like I never even saw their pictures before until right now.
Yeah, there was a movie casting for racist white guys. From yeah, they fit the bill.
Like I never looked at their pictures until just now, and I'm like, yeah, that's right.
like if you remove the hoods, this is what you see under.
Are we watching the video?
Yeah.
Y'all want to watch?
I never saw the video. I never brought myself around.
Yeah,
to
I
watch
watched it. But there's supposed to be a longer video out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do we have the short one or the long one? Do we know?
I think it's the short one. If it starts with him running halfway, going behind the car, there's supposed to be another one that's the full thing, and I've been trying like to look for it, but I can't find it.
Yeah, we found me and Tiffany found another video that also offers a different kind of story too.
Yeah, I've been looking at all different
I don't
angles.
think that really offers another story. It's just, we'll get there, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so, warning, this video is pretty graphic, nothing's blurred out.
Yeah, play it. I mean, if we could always cut it out after, if anything.
Okay, well, here we go.
You don't really see it.
Yeah, you don't see.
Yeah. You just imagine it.
But just the way that the guys are on a truck, it just looks like they're just out hunting for trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, so here we go.
And this is recorded by their friend. That's,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, really? Because when I was reading the article, they didn't know who turned it in.
It's the third person.
It's supposed to be the guy with them. It's a third person with them, the 2 guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so the friend of the white guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's probably sad.
Yeah, this part, oh my god, it's fucking so sad.
It's like the guy's just in the truck bed, like
They're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're calling, like the mayor of Atlanta is calling
So
it a
weird.
lynching and stuff.
It's a modern day lynching. Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So the reason why, or like according to Travis and Gregory, they said that they had recognized Ahmad as being as being a guy that has been involved in a lot of break-ins.
No, their side of the story is, right, there was someone in that area that was breaking into homes or whatever.
Yeah.
And he matched the description of someone who was recently in one of their neighbors' houses.
But then the cops ended up saying that there haven't been any reports of break-ins.
Yeah, but this is their story, right? And so, because I read up on this and I was just like, how did this all kind of come to be? The guy that's recording is their buddy, like when, what's his name, Travis?
Yeah, Travis is the younger, or the son.
Oh, who's the runner?
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Okay, so when Ahmad passed their house, they called their buddy as backup, and so they went ahead. They were in front, and then the third person who's following them with the camera, that's their friend. That's why you see him running up to the car, and they're trying to stop him to talk to him. So the part that's kind of weird to me is he runs up to the guy with the gun, and then he gets shot. So that place is all super blurry, right?
And the camera moves away from
and it moves away. You don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, but that's the story of the two KKK guys. I just made that up. They're not KKK. I don't know, but the two guys that were on the truck,
two white guys.
Yeah, their story was there was a man going around that matched the description, and so they wanted to stop him and confront him, which I think is fucking crazy.
Yeah, call the cops.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why are you taking it into your own hands?
But also, they are not the cops, but they're deeply connected to the judicial system there.
Well, Gregory used to be. He's a former.
Oh, right, the dad one, right? Yeah.
The dad is a former police officer.
So he took it into his own cop hands.
The whole case had to be passed through 3 DAs.
Yeah, because the first two they recused. How do you say that?
Yeah, so 2 of them
Because they're
recused
homies.
themselves.
Yeah, because
He actually worked in their office.
Yeah.
So that they were
The son
close
did,
enough
right?
that- I think the
the
dad,
dad.
because he was an investigator.
But I thought the son worked in the courthouse or something too.
I'm not sure about the
I
son.
didn't know about the son.
But so 2 of them recused themselves, and then after this thing became public, and then the third DA was like, "What the fuck do I do?" Then that's when he passed it on to the FBI.
Yeah, or the GBI. Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's all fucked up, but the guys weren't arrested for it because due to
This is back in February, right?
no, they just it was
Yeah, it happened
self-defense.
2 months ago.
this happened February 23rd.
This is in Georgia.
2 months and a whole bunch of
Georgia.
social media posting.
It took social media to get
He
these
got
guys.
arrested
To get
2
the
days
attention.
after the video going public, and a radio station released it. Right.
Shit is nuts.
The whole time I was just like, oh man, why didn't you run away? Why did you run towards?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think we see enough to say that
But I replayed that and I was just hoping that he would run away from that truck. If I saw guys with guns, I would fucking run away. But he ran toward them.
Or maybe we also don't hear what they're saying. So maybe,
You can slightly hear a little bit of yelling
he
going
might
on.
just be like, "Hey, I'm not the guy you're looking for," or something, you know, because most people don't think they're gonna get shot by people.
Yeah.
If I see guys with guns, I'm running the other way, man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear the yelling. What they were like, get over here or else, right? And he gets over there.
with them. Fuck, if I'm gonna get shot, I guess I'm gonna be shot running away because he held onto the gun and started wrestling with them.
Well, if someone has a gun and they're within a foot of you, I think it's like, okay, well, you have 2 options: fight off the gun or run away. And I think he's like, okay, my best option here is to get the gun away from the guy who
They're
has
saying
the
the
gun.
first shot was through his hand.
He shot him through the hand.
Yeah.
So he was close.
Because they were in front of the truck. So all that shit just went down in front of the truck. So it's kind of hard to tell what the fuck went down.
I mean,
you
we
just hear
already-
the sounds, pow, pow.
we always talk about how like you have no idea what the fuck you're gonna do until it happens, right?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
like Bart got slapped in the face by a girl at some convention, and then he just walked away.
Yeah.
So like you
Yeah,
don't know.
and you don't know if the guy's telling him, "Hey, come here," and he's running toward him because he told him, "Come here."
Yeah, exactly,
And then,
so.
you know,
The motherfucker's been running down the road the entire time. Of course he's coming towards you. What a fucking.
and I think with Ahmad, people were saying that he was just jogging around the neighborhood or whatever. And then the counter argument to that is, why is the man jogging in boots and shorts?
He's wearing boots?
That, yeah. Or like if you watch the footage, it just
people wear
it's like
boots.
he doesn't seem like he's in jogging attire.
He doesn't look like he's in robbing attire.
Really?
Well,
Those
What
are-
is robbing a tire?
Those aren't boots. They look like high tops.
Maybe it's just commentators who think it's boots, and they're like they're just trying
Yeah.
to point out
Yeah,
whatever.
maybe they're just basketball
Well, because I
shoes.
was reading all kinds of different angles to it, like, and why did they not get fucking arrested? Because that was the weirdest thing to me.
I think
But
they have too many connections with
video right after.
not only that, the law there, they have a stand your ground law.
But that's not even.
But that's not on their property.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have. That's a castle law. Stand your ground law. You don't have to be on your
It could
property.
be anywhere.
Yes.
Chase people down.
If someone's like you're armed, right, and if someone is coming toward you, you can shoot them.
They park in front of his running path.
Well, they,
I know, exactly. They're right in his running path. Of course he's
well,
going
they
to come towards
said
you.
that Georgia's stand your ground law does not allow people to be lying in wait. We don't believe that this was even arguably self-defense or a citizen's arrest, but even under their sort of peculiar theory, they can't set a trap.
But that is the gray area that they're claiming.
They're saying they can't stop someone in the middle of the road, hop out with guns, create a dangerous
Right.
situation, avail themselves of stand your ground or self-defense.
So my point
just,
is,
like, you can't just say-
no. So my point is, I'm not talking about the legality. That's what their side of the argument.
Yeah.
They're using this in a way to get away.
Right.
So that's what they're quoting. Yes. So
I mean, the same thing with the burglar story. They're just trying to use that as a way to get away.
exactly, but we don't know what really went on because it's so fucking crazy.
I mean, like,
So the main story is they're saying that these guys saw a black man in the neighborhood, right? And they just wanted to kill him.
And they match the description, but then they
Right.
find out that there really has been no reports.
Right. So they set up that roadblock or whatever just to murder this dude and hunt him down. So that's kind of like one story. But another story is right in the middle where people are like, oh, what if there was a guy that's been going around robbing houses and they just wanted to make a citizen's arrest because of the cop nature of the dad.
It's in his training.
The audio, I don't know if this was like the true audio, but it's like you hear him being like, "Oh, there's a guy breaking into this house like right now," and then he goes, "Oh, sure, he just took on foot. He just passed my house right now." And he goes, "There he goes," and you just hear them go after him.
Yeah, that's another one I heard about too, is that they were saying that it was happening like firsthand. Like there's
Yeah.
footage of this guy in someone's garage.
Yeah, that's what they're investigating now. Is that there's footage of him in like construction
Yeah,
areas
I have
of
a video
a
clip
home.
of that, but they're saying that, okay, so the owner of an under construction home, he was listed as a victim in a police incident report saying that his surveillance system captured at least 4 short clips of a man who appeared to be Ahmad coming onto his property on that same day. And so he was saying that the most that it showed, like any sort of crime being committed, is trespassing. So in the more than 7 weeks before the shooting, there was only one burglary report in the neighborhood, and that was a handgun had been taken out from an unlocked car in front of these guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're the problem.
Well, I mean, they
Leaving a
had
handgun in an unlocked car in front of their house.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I gotta read more into it, but the crazy thing that went down is you clearly saw the corruption in that little town.
Yeah.
Because they're so hooked up that they could literally kill a dude and get away with it.
I mean, they
in broad daylight,
they
dude. That's
confidently
fucking nuts.
turned themselves in, right? They confidently were like, "Hey, we did this thing. All right, we're free to go now."
By the
So
way,
they weren't worried
yeah,
about it.
We're friends, right? We're all cops together.
It probably hyped them up to protect the community more. You know, like for them, the second they see another black person come through, they probably would have done the same thing.
They should have at least like got manslaughter or something. I don't know. Like,
Or at least been taken in the first time when it happened.
investigated?
Investigated a little bit,
Yeah.
but nothing happened until it became a social media outcry.
Ahmad have a prior record or anything?
Not that I know of.
he has some, and that's what they're trying to do is
But that's super
taint
fucked up
his-
every single time whenever something like this happens. In the news, all of a sudden it's like, this one person had weed on them 3 years ago, and it's like, all right, you're gonna taint this guy just because, and he was the victim and he was shot.
It
you
is
know?
fucked up, but the I guess like in terms of statistics, people that have commit crimes even once, it's like 70%. It's extremely high that they will do it again. So that's why it makes the investigators look that much more into the trespassing footage, and to see it helps the investigators go, okay, should I investigate this more? Should I ask the people around this property to see if they have anyone else has any footage? But if it's squeaky clean record, it's highly unlikely that someone would have committed a crime and trespass. So instead of asking 12 extra neighbors, it points the detectives in the right direction. Okay, I can avoid my police work here. I'll put my police work here.
And prior
what I mean-
convictions help in types of crimes. So if you had a burglary conviction, right, you're most likely gonna look at burglaries. Like if this guy's been caught for burglary, then he's probably doing that. You're not looking for armed robbery. You're not looking for carjacking. You're gonna probably narrow your search. What Bart is doing is more so doing the police work. I think what you're talking about is the PR work, right? So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
talking
branding
about the
someone.
way
right.
that oftentimes whenever things like this happen, the media will focus, depending on who they are, what part of the characteristic to bring out.
So there's two sides of the coin.
That's also,
I'm not talking
that's
about
also
that part.
the news part.
I'm
That's
talking
not
about that part. I'm talking about the policing
the
part.
policing part.
Right, so there's two sides of the coin, right? There's a liberal narrative, and there's gonna be a conservative narrative. There's gonna be a white narrative, and there's gonna be a black narrative. It's so polarizing, right? And for me, I just wanna know what the fuck went on.
Truth.
Yeah.
The truth narrative.
Like, was it some racist dudes that just wanna blast the black guy for no reason?
Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I just found this other article that they're saying that one of the men accused of shooting Ahmad was involved in a previous prosecution of him, and apparently the prosecution, like, he was investigating Ahmad because he allegedly brought a gun to a 2013 high school basketball game when he was 19, and and then apparently that he had been arrested on shoplifting charges.
Yeah, so those are the two traits.
So what happened with that case?
I don't know. That's as much as I've been able.
Because if it's just allegedly, then it's like, so nothing ever actually went
no matter
through.
what those two guys did was completely the incorrect way to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, regardless of prior convictions. What the fuck? Like, if you're off duty, right, and you're a civilian now, like, why are you the fucking law? Like, why the fuck are you the guy parking your damn car and obstructing like a person from, and then you're the fucking troll now, like that people have to answer to?
Yeah, even if you were wearing a
executioner?
badge, even if you were in a patrol car, had a badge on, I don't think you can be fucking shooting a fucking guy running on the side of the street like that. You know?
The cool thing is, like, this is the one time where both, like, Democrats, Republicans, conservative, liberal, like, they all came together and was like, this is fucked up the way this happened.
Yeah.
Like, the people that you would not expect, like, there's so, especially like the gun community, all those people that I would say more conservative, they're like, this guy was hunted down and like killed like an animal, you know, and they're like, this is against how you proceed with any of these things.
Yeah, that's beyond vigilante. This is some fucking assassination shit.